forward to doing some more work with that, and just really enjoying doing some more writing. Just writing.
Wonderful.
I said to Tom the other day, it'd be nice to do a gospel album or something. Just write.
That's a nice idea. Do come back and see us, though. We'd love to hear from you, and by all means, stay in touch. Let us know what's going on, and let us know if there's anything happening you want us to help spread the word about. We'll be more than happy to help you there, too.
Absolutely. Thank you, gentlemen, and everyone have a blessed and Merry Christmas, okay?
And to you and your hubby as well. Again, thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Tia McGraff. Here's the title tune of her latest album. It's called Stubborn in My Blood.
My father's mother came to these shores on a boat from Transylvania. My mother's great-great-uncle died in a war, a Jacobite Scottish Highlander. Oh, they run through me like the deep growing roots of a redwood tree. I know who I am, yes I know. I got stubborn in my blood, running through my veins. It's not in me to turn and walk away. If it takes 500 years, like Noah and his flood, no, I won't give up. I got stubborn in my blood. I've loved and I've lost and I've laid it all down with a heart full of vim and vinegar. Some days I wonder what those old folks would say. Might they fancy me a dreamer? Oh, when they run through me like the passage of hope on a raging sea. I know who I am, yes I know. I got stubborn in my blood, running through my veins. It's not in me to turn and walk away. If it takes 500 years, like Noah and his flood, no, I don't give up. I got stubborn in my blood. Stubborn in my blood, running through my veins. It's not in me to turn and walk away. If it takes 500 years, like Noah and his flood, no, I won't give up. No, I don't give up. I got stubborn in my blood. Stubborn in my
Stubborn in My Blood. That's Tia McGraff. And we thank her so much for stopping by here on the David Bowers Awards. I mentioned going into this segment that we love the ladies, and I don't want to offend the guys. We love all you guys, too, because you're out there making great music. And believe me, we have been so fortunate to have some great guys and gals here on the show. And we've got another one coming up right now, so let's get to it. Our next guest, Matt Evan Johnson, will be joining us in just a couple after we listen to his current hit, Sweet Southern Woman. Matt Evan Johnson, and I guess I should have said his recent hit because his current hit is the one we're going to play next. Before I bring him in, I want to remember what an American writer, Angela Durden, said about him, and I'm not going to quote it exactly, but it went to the effect of, forget that people say Matt Evan Johnson is a modern-day Hank Williams Sr. Never mind that he say he's the next Merle Haggard, and put it out of your mind that he's been called a country Dire Straits, because such comparisons don't matter when it comes to the power of the lyrics this man from Lake Blackshear, Georgia, puts into a song. That's a pretty heavy introduction to our next guest, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, if you would, please, Matt Evan Johnson. Hello, Matt.
Hey, how are y'all doing tonight?
Doing just fine.
Okay?
How about we can hear you just fine? How are you doing?
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I tell you what, I just slid in here under the bell, under the wire, so to speak, and stopped my truck. But I'm parked and safe, so we're good.
Fantastic. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Matt or didn't catch him on the last time he was on the David Bowers Awards, Matt is a singing truck driver. He got himself through all of life's challenges and discovered, and this is his story, I won't tell it all, but he discovered that he loved driving a truck and that it just revitalized him. And it has done wonders because not only has it offered him a mobile office, so, when he goes to the office, he goes all over the country and has the best view of any of us. And at the same time, he's free to let his mind create these lyrics that he comes up with. Matt, how did you get from one part of life to another? How did you get into driving a truck?
Oh, geez. I fell into it. Actually, it was something that interested me, and I needed something to go on to, at least temporarily. And so really when I got into trucking, it was more or less a backup plan. And then as I got both feet in the truck and realized that it was my future. And so in other words, I got into it as a backup plan, and because of some other career fallout, and I needed to move forward and support myself. And truck driving had always interested me too, because I've been somewhat of a traveler my entire life, and I enjoy the road. And so when I was on the road in other vehicles, so to speak, the truck drivers always caught my attention, and and so it was already a seed, so to speak, planted in the back of my mind. And when I needed something to move forward to, trucking just seemed to be, hey, I just made up my mind one day. I saw a truck going down the road, and the light went on. That's what I need to be doing.
Gotcha. I understand that completely. We have all been at that point in our lives at least once where it seems like we need to sweep away the past and start a whole new road in front of us. I know I have, and I think you have too, haven't you, John Bon Jovial?
Oh, absolutely. I remember my light bulb moment when I was going to the University of South Florida in Tampa, and it was like 1971. And I thought I'd just, for grins, I thought I'd go check out the college radio station because I liked the music that they played. Never really thinking that, radio is for me. And I got down to that station and I looked at everything that they were doing and the way they were running around and organizing the musical playlists and such. And I just knew right then and there, this is what I want to do. And what is it? Some 45 or so years later, here I am.
And little did you know that when you got into professional radio after getting out of USF, you were going to run into this hippie from New York.
Oh yeah. Hey Matt, I want to make a comparison. Of course, now my mother always told me never compare people to other people, but I think that this one is fairly benign and actually not too bad. They called Gene Autry the singing cowboy, and so I think it would be fair to say that you're the singing truck driver, and a damn good one to boot. I've got to tell you, when it comes to that song that we just played, "Sweet Southern Woman," man, that is really nice. It's sweet. I like the way you put your production into it. Great song.
Bass. I love the walking bass in that.
Yeah.
Great song. Right.
Thank you. That's me playing the bass. I'm
Is it really?
Walking bass. Yeah, that's
I love a bass player that does more than just go boom, 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 boom. You work it, and that's a good thing. I really wish, not that I don't wish we were here today doing what we're doing, but I think it would have been neat if you could have done this and done it in the the mid to late 60s when truck driving songs were all the rage. You had Dave Dudley with 6 Days on the Road and all those other great truck driving songs. it's kind of a throwback
Oh, yeah.
to remind me of those days. Matter of fact, I was working at my first full-time